us and invite up Alan Neely. I believe Bill made a visit to Alan's retirement party. Bill, don't leave. A few years ago, Alan Neely and Bill were partners at Korn Ferry, and also at the bank.
In 1969 or 68, Bill helped recruit me to the First National Bank of Atlanta. And in 1979, I returned the favor by helping recruit him to Korn Ferry. So we've known each other a long, long time. And somewhere along the line, this childish tradition started of kissing the one that had a birthday on the cheek publicly on their birthday. So this was, you know, everything was kind of weird occasionally. I remember dropping in on Spencer Stewart. He was interviewing a client, and without explanation, I left into his room, kissed him on the cheek, and left. And that was for him to explain exactly what had just happened. It was kind of difficult, I'm sure. Anyway, when he left Korn Ferry, his reason for leaving, of course, was we did not give him free rein in decorating the office. So what could you do? But what happened immediately after that was he ran Spencer Stewart and I ran Korn Ferry, and immediately Spencer Stewart became incredibly dominant, and Korn Ferry ran out of business. And so we sat around waiting for the phone to ring, and you know, we were playing checkers and telling campfire stories, you know, and then we'd have these little parties for each other just to while away the hours. And so the administrative head of the office in those days was Wendy King, and she somehow, for my 50th birthday in the office, managed to talk all of the men in the office into dressing in drag for my birthday party, a surprise party in the office. So she went out and bought extra large brassieres and furnished balloons as well as wigs to the men. And we have some pictures somewhere of that, but we don't really make that public for obvious reasons. So we had the party, and everything was hilarious. I mean, it was one of these crazy things, and you know, luckily behind closed doors. And then, sort of at the end of the party, there was a very large box of present in the corner. And who should jump out of that box in drag with lipstick? One William Benjamin Reeves. And it was just wonderful. I mean, it was just a great experience. You know, he kissed me all over. It was just... So, but the funniest thing about this, I mean, really the funniest thing was Reeves debriefing me later. And he says, Neely, you have no idea how long I sat in that box. He said it was getting hot. I was sure I was going to faint away. He said, I'm serious. I was almost ready to expire. And the only thing that sustained me, the only thing that kept me sane, was I thought of the AJC, the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, for those not from Atlanta, headlines the next day. Spencer Stewart head hospitalized after being discovered in a box, in drag, in competitor's office. So Reeves, without further ado,